Today, Jeff is going to be giving you a closer look at this sports camera.
Alright, so this isn't just one ordinary high-definition sports camera. This is a 360 high-definition sports camera. 360 meaning that this camera will do everything around it. And it's actually pretty cool. I'm sure there's a lot of better one, more expensive ones out there, but having messed with this one, it's a great option. It's pretty cool, and I can see a lot of different things that you can do with this. But first, we'll talk about what comes with it. Probably the most important thing is the waterproof case. It makes you be able to be out in the rain or in the water or anything like that. I took this to the pool, and I'll show you a video. It's tight. It's sealed tight, so there's no water that gets in, which is good.
Yes, we were throwing this into the pool.
Yeah, we were actually throwing it around at points. So the connector that I have on it, because I took it out on a little bike ride earlier, which I have a video for that. But they're all easy. They're all just screws. This is the bicycle clamp, which you would just loosen these guys up, and this would be on your handlebar. And then it just sits there and videotapes there. This is a base. This is your helmet, so a bicycle helmet if you wanted to put it on your helmet clip. A whole bunch of different connectors here. This is also a bicycle helmet clip. You get two of those. Just a base screw, which you can screw onto the bottom of that, onto the actual camera. This is the actual camera. It comes with a charging cable, and it comes with a couple straps so you can strap it down if you needed to. And it tells you in the manual like different ways that you can, the different things that you can put together and how you put it together if you wanted to put it on a bicycle helmet, the clips that you need to use and stuff like that. So it kind of tells you a little bit of how to set it up if you want to set it up. But it's not overly complicated. You can kind of look and see what you got and make it work. All you got to do is get it connected to what you want to connect it to. So I won't go into great detail of exactly what this can do, because it really can do anything a camcorder or a camera or a dash cam on a car can do. But I'll do a little bit for you. It's got its basic power on button. This is an OK button. Over here you got a little screen, which I'll turn it on here. You can see. Holding the power button, and it'll come on. Okay, and as you can hear, I don't know if you did hear, but it has a speaker on it. You can't watch videos on this.
Nice backlit screen.
Yep. It tells you how much you have left on your storage, and if your storage is in, it also tells you what your resolution is here, and it also tells you if you're on camera or video recording. And to change that, you just hit the power button, don't hold it in, but tap it, and it'll change it to camera, and then to like a sports camera, and then to settings. I believe I'm correct? Yes. And then back to the video camera. And then in settings, like I said, you can change the language, you can do all that stuff, and I'm not really going to go over that. I will go over the resolutions that it'll do, and let me get out the manual really quick so I don't forget any.
Obviously, you're not playing anything back on the actual camera, but you do connect to this through Wi-Fi.
Yep, and I'll show you that. So for video recording, 2448 by 2448, that's 30 frames per second. 2048 by 2048, 30 frames per second. 1440 by 1440 at 60 frames per second. 1440 by 1440 at 30 frames per second. 1072 by 1072 at 60 frames per second, and 1072 by 1072 at 30 frames per second. So you can do this on, to 4K at 30 frames per second. So if you need a little bit more frames, make it smoother, you'll have to go down a notch from the 4K. Camera, it can take 16, 12, 8, and 5 megapixel sizes. Obviously, the higher it goes, the more space it's going to take on your SD card. Same with videos as well. It's got Wi-Fi, and that's how you're going to connect to it. Also, the recording format that it puts out is MP4, which is kind of nice because it doesn't put out some weird generic, you know, NAP or something like that video, you can only use with one thing. But it's MP4, so you can use that with anything. So this little side pops off, really easy. That holds your battery, which is pretty small.
Removable.
And then this is your connections. This is to charge it. And then there's also a connection here to connect it to the TV and stuff like that, which it does not come with. And then right here is your SD card slot, which I already have an SD card in there. And that's it.
And it didn't come with the SD card either.
It did not come with an SD card, so I just grabbed one and put one in there. And then the side just kind of pops in and then clips into place, and you're good to go. And then just to show you really quick how it fits in here, you got two buttons here so you can operate it from the outside, and the two buttons go right up against that. The door closes, clips, and it's in its case.
Watertight.
Watertight. So now that we've showed you that and some of the things it can do and the sizes it can do, I'll show you some videos that I took with the case on and with the case off and at the pool and everything, so you can kind of see what it does. And like I said, this is 360, so the cool thing about it is that this is a VR camera. So you can use this with things like this, where you put your phone in there, you put it in and you put this around your head, and you can actually look around. So as you're on a bike ride, you can be looking around while you're on that bike ride. So you can maybe see the things you missed while you're actually riding the bike.
Yeah, because when you're riding the bike, you're looking straight ahead. You're not looking at the things that are beside you, behind you.
Yeah, so that's why this camera has some really cool implications, because you can really sit this down in the middle of the room and never miss any detail. With a camera, you have to specifically be watching everything, right? But with this guy, it's always watching everything. So if there's a party, like a birthday party for your kids or whatever, you put this down in the middle of the room, and you'll never miss a heartbeat. When you play it back, you'll be able to look where you weren't looking during the party and see what happened, which is pretty cool. It's
yeah,
really cool.
Now one thing that Jeff and I have been talking about is that when you are videotaping something, it's very difficult to actually be live in that experience and be filming it at the same time. With this, you can not be worrying about videotaping and just be there during your party, your experience or whatever, and it captures everything. Now typically, like if you're thinking about on Christmas morning when you're controlling a camcorder that you're holding, you know, you're only seeing part of the picture. You're seeing the picture that you're focusing on. And while you're focusing on one particular person or one particular angle in the room, you're missing what's going on elsewhere. With this, you can actually sit it down in the center of the room and just have that experience and have it all recorded without being focused on taking those pictures and videoing. It's just doing it on its own. And then when you look back, if you've got that in the center of the room, you're able to look all around the room and see that whole Christmas experience and relive it without missing a beat of it while you're physically there.
And one more thing to tell you, there is an app that it is meant for this, the XDV360 app. I won't review the app. I will tell you that it does its job. There are some hiccups with it. With my phone, for instance, connecting to it, I had to put my phone in airplane mode with the Wi-Fi on, because that's how you connect to it using Wi-Fi. Because basically what happens is my phone connects to the Wi-Fi and says, oh, I can't get out to the internet, and it'll automatically go back to like my home Wi-Fi because it gets the internet there. So you'll constantly be losing connection. So I turned off, put my phone into airplane mode, and forgot my home network on my phone so that this is the only network it knows, and then I was able to stay connected to it. And you can download the videos and pictures over the Wi-Fi, so you don't need to really connect it. You can connect this to the computer to download as well, so if you don't want to use that app or anything. But there are other apps that will play the videos in VR mode or anything, so that you can use a headset like this. So you don't have to use that app, but there is the app there meant for this, and it will see all the videos and everything like that. But if you don't need that, it's perfectly fine. And if you do, just remember that you might have to put it in airplane mode, forget your home network, and so that you're only connected to this and you stay connected. So let's pause the video. I'll hook it up to my TV and I'll show you the videos that come out. Okay, so I hooked my phone up to my TV so that I can show you the video a little bit better. I'm going to be moving the phone around so you can see that it is VR and you can put it in those goggles and everything. But this is a video I took on my bike, so it's a quick bike ride. And as you can see, you can turn on the gyro mode so that you can move your phone around and see. And I'll play the video. And obviously, you see the hardware acceleration thing. This isn't the best quality because I'm using a phone that doesn't really have good hardware acceleration. It's a little jittery, as you can see. So this isn't the best way to show you the videos, but I don't really have a good phone to really show you this. But anyway, you can see that you can move my phone around all over the place and see exactly all over, 360, right? Whole way around. There's me, there's the front, you know, I can look straight up in the air, you know, whatever. So remember that there's going to be a blank spot here around because it doesn't fully get the whole picture around. But that's it. So you can take this bike ride, and like I said, you can be like, oh, that's a house I passed, and I wanted to see a little bit more of it. Well, you can see it, right? So really quick, let's get out of that video. I'll show you at the pool. Remember which one it is. And you can pick different modes. So this is just that one. There's a whole bunch of different ones where you can kind of move it around with your finger and do this kind of stuff. There's all sorts of different little modes that you can do. But I like this one. Anyway, this is at the pool. So you can see there's a water drop. So I have the case on. And it's an outdoor pool. So there's a little steamy there, but there's inside the water. And I have it on my head. So, I find some people. There's my legs. There's some people there. So it's a little bit harder to tell because of this black spot in the bottom that's not getting. As you can see, it is definitely waterproof.
Yeah, we had this thing actually sitting on the side of the pool. We had it floating in the pool while we were swimming around it. And we were able to catch a funny little conversation that we're having with our daughter who's walking on the other side outside of the pool, and we're in the pool talking about her.
Yep. So let me get a picture because those are the videos that you can see. And here's a picture really quick. Oh, it was inside the pool. So that was another picture inside the pool. But you can do the same thing with the picture and go around, you know. Let's see what the other picture is quick. So they're all at the pool there.
Overall, this camera is just awesome. You get a 360-degree experience with this. You can just sit it down on a table, take a picture of the entire room, take a video of the entire room, and then you're able to go back and look all around your video and your picture. It is really awesome. This would be a great one if you're wanting to, I don't know, take real estate pictures of a house or something. We're able to take this, sit it in our kitchen or in different rooms, take a picture, and then look the entire way around that room. And it's pretty awesome. And it's great for you to preserve memories and be able to make a small video and look back on that entire experience and be able to see what's going on in every corner of the room. So we've been doing some cool things with this. We especially like to take our phones with the video on it and put it in virtual reality glasses. And then when you're looking back at the video or the pictures, it's like you're experiencing that all again, and you can turn around and see from any angle, any side. So this camera is really awesome, and you can do a lot of cool things with it. And that has been your closer look.